Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
I'm fighting my temptations, building up on anxious. I know he wanna get me all up in his room. Look at me over now, you're surprised, 'cause I put on a show on my first ride. I'm seeing it so clear, you and me right there, sitting contemplating taking off your suit. Let me ask this question one time. Think you got this on your first try? We can play cat and mouse all day. Do you catch it by the tail like Bray? Can you chase it down some like Jerry? Do you think I'm a load you can carry up? So don't you forget, gotta give it to me, leaving me just with a tease. I want you to cry for me, need you to yearn for me. Let the passion take me right over the moon. Ain't nothing throwing me off my high. Got my name tattooed on his side. They looking like how you do that. You can't get that man off your back. I smell him before I attack. I flip him and throw him off track. Baby, fill my void just one time. Do you think you got this on your first try? We can play cat and mouse all day. Do you catch it by the tail like Bray? Can you chase it down some like Jerry? Do you think I'm a load you can carry up? We can play cat and mouse all day. Do you catch it by the tail like Bray? Can you chase it down some like Jerry? Do you think I'm a load you can carry up? So don't you forget.
I woke up this morning, got me feeling brand new, like I know what to do, got me feeling nostalgic. Ancestors sending clues, I'm sending gratitude back, 'cause the whole world outside, sun in my eye, a girl in my ride, head in the sky, we gon' make it if we try. Truth never lie, wings we can fly, with you by my side. This morning, oh yeah, and I woke up this morning, not every day is easy, but I'ma keep it breezy. Not every day is easy, but I'ma keep it breezy. I'm like a caterpillar turned into a butterfly. I'm on the grass, it's always greener on the other side. And we gon' make it out the struggle, though we traumatized. I used to take this life for granted, I apologize. So thankful I'm alive, this jungle I survive. I'm on a natural high, just like the east side rise. My ex is sunny side, it's up to you to decide. Get on my level, tell the devil go somewhere and hide.
Good morning. It is 8:16 a.m. the 5th of January 2026. And we are up pretty early because we have a few things that need to get done today in regards to my situation that I have. The kids were supposed to be starting school this morning. However, as I mentioned yesterday, I was advised that I don't have to send them. It is only logical that I kept them with me. And so we are up this morning a little later, but still early. And we are going to head to this appointment to see what the next step is for us to transition from the hotel room into an apartment. I have no idea, as I said, how long this process is going to take me today. It may be a few hours, it may be all day. However, I'm prepping myself for a long day. So the kids are already up. We're going to go have ourselves, I don't think I want the hotel breakfast this morning. I've had it 3 consecutive mornings. So I wanted to see if I can grab some bagels outside. Even though I feel like I'm on a little vacation, I live in New York City, so I can go to the areas that I'm very much used to when I would be at home and would need a quick breakfast on the road. So we are going to maybe grab some bagels, as I said this morning, something that's a little bit heavier and not as expensive, because that breakfast that I purchased, that I get from the hotel, it is not free. That comes from my pocket. I have to pay for that. And my meal alone is $22. Kids' meal is $14. When you have to buy a bagel it itself for like $5, $6, $7. A bagel and cream cheese here in the city is already $10 plus tax. So to just add $10 on that and you get a really good quality breakfast that you can refill, girl. You can eat as much as you want of that breakfast because it's a buffet style breakfast. I have no complaints whatsoever. I feel like the $22 is over worth it. You get your fruits, you can get coffee, you can get orange juice, cereal for the kids, anything that you basically want. It is there and you only pay one price. That for me in New York City, I cannot believe I lived here for so long and didn't even know that that exists, girl. I am so enjoying my river view. Every time that you guys see me look out, I'm actually enjoying the river view. When I woke up like 5 a.m. this morning, I was lucky enough to see a huge ferry passing. I don't know how long this entire view will last. As you guys know, this is a hotel, but at the same time I'm allowing myself to soak in all the beauty of this scenery because I know for a fact that this is something that I really prayed for numerous amount of times, and I would not want to let my situation bypass this beauty that God has given me in this season. One thing I refuse to do, girl, is look like my circumstance. Well, my circumstance is beautiful, so I won't even compare myself to be like, oh my God, my circumstance. No, I'm gonna put myself together as though things are exactly leveling up as how God has appointed it for me. So one thing I'm going to put out in the universe, one thing I'm going to put out to my angels is that I am ready and head out to these organizations I need to go to get help in order to have myself a really beautiful transition from that apartment to the hotel and then into a permanent apartment. So girl, let's go take care of baby girl's hair and start our day. Good morning. It's time for school. We start, but it's 7 a.m. Okay. You don't want to go to school? Why? Guess what? It is Tuesday, January 6th, 2026, and we are up pretty early because it is children's official first day back to school. Baby girl is crying because I feel like she is having a little separation anxiety, so I am trying to be as optimistic as possible that she will have a good day today. Crying. Look at me. Tyler, come on, get up. School time. So for breakfast this morning, we are going to do some yogurts. I found that this was one of the easiest things for us to transition with, as I have the little fridge. They are going to be having yogurt this morning. I didn't have a lot of activities that I needed to do. I basically sat in one place for the entire day yesterday, so there wasn't a lot to film about that, and so I just catch up back with you guys this morning. It is my hope to get out of the hotel room by 7:45 because, as I said, the school is a few blocks up the road, so we have to adjust our time frame bearing the fact that we are not as close to school as if we were at home. You're so pretty. Your hair looks so nice. I did her hair last night. It's one of my favorite hairstyles for her. Hold on, let me see it. Ooh, isn't it pretty? It's so pretty. Yeah, turn the back, let them see the back. Say, it's so pretty. Yeah? It looks gorgeous. You like it? Yeah, you do? Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty. No need to cry, okay? So let's get this day rolling because I don't want the children to be late for school, and we will catch up a little bit later.
So extra, but I know I'm the same. Yeah. Love me in spite of my trauma. Give me what I need instead of the drama. Cause when it pop off, it's like, oh my, all good all day, but the night we be going so hard on the flip side. So tell me what we on a date, babe. I could keep that same energy. When you go low, I go low too. But you'd rather stay high, I know. Can we stay high, babe? I'd rather be on that way.
We are back home from dropping the kids off at school, and I had myself some hotel breakfast this morning. It was so good as usual, and I went to Target on my way back and I grabbed some quick snacks and also something that we can have for dinner later on this evening. Nothing overly fussy, just things that we are able to cope with on a day-to-day basis. Not having a lot of space really does make me choose wisely as to the things that I do purchase, and so I just grabbed like some knickknacks, things that they can bring to school tomorrow. Hello. It just went silent and then it disconnected. Okay, just exactly as I told you. Right, so that's why I'm waiting on her, as she said that her supervisor is reviewing the documents. I have never had my phone ring so often as it has rang within the last week. So as I was saying, I don't necessarily have a lot of stuff that I need to do today. I feel like I just want to rest my brain. It may be a possibility that I have to move from the hotel. That's why I'm getting so many calls, because there is a specific channel that I have to go through. I will try to explain the process more. Right now, I am still all up in my head, so I don't have a lot of information to even pass on to you guys just yet, and that's why I can't share too much about it, because I'm still trying to figure things out myself. It's a possibility, based on what I'm getting to understand, is that my children and I may be going into a family center, and through that process is where we will find an apartment. But it's also a possibility that we may stay in the hotel. I don't know yet. Later on today I will know exactly what is what, and so I will share that information with you guys as the process go along. You're getting information just the same time as I'm getting information. But today is just a rest day. I'm going to go make myself my very first matcha of 2026. Let's not worry ourselves too much over the process, because I know God is in charge, and that's all that matters. few hours after I abruptly stopped talking to you guys. I also grabbed the children from school. Now we're back in the hotel room. I want to do a little self-care evening with you guys, and then we can chit chat a little bit more because I need to get my headspace together and figure out everything based on what has happened since I abruptly stopped talking to you guys. And so I will check in with you guys a little later on. Let me go finish my matcha. Some minutes after 9 p.m. and I am about to fold up a bunch of dirty clothes that I have and I need to take to the laundry tomorrow. I must say that at this present moment I'm not in the best of spirit, and that is because this process is really hard to go through. I find that having to deal with everything all by myself, it makes it really hard for me, and I feel like today is one of those days where I became really overwhelmed with the idea of everything that's going on. And so as I said, I'm not in the best of mood at the moment. I'm trying my very best to remain as optimistic as God is saying to me, stay positive, stay positive, stay positive. And I'm trying my very best to stay positive. Throughout this video, I've basically shown you guys the highlights of my days, and that is because that is exactly what has been happening. Anything that I've shared with you guys so far in the video is because that is exactly what has happened. Nothing out of context, or to say that I was crying one time but then I only turned on the camera when I was laughing. No, there's never been a situation like that. The very first night when everything happened, of course I broke down. I was crying. I had a full-blown panic attack. Even the next day, the Monday, I was still crying hysterically. At that time I was not thinking about a camera whatsoever. As you guys realize, it took me 1 full week from the incident for me to turn my camera on, just so that I could get my emotions together. But even within that time, I was still encouraged to be in good spirit, and we have been in the hotel. It's just that I never felt like I needed to start filming at that time. So what I'm sharing with you guys is really the honest truth as to what my days have been like. But for some reason today, the emotions are setting in because it's a really daunting process, not being certain as to exactly what's going to happen, where my kids and I will eventually stay, how long it will take us to get an apartment, if we're going to stay for a while in the hotel, or if we have to go to a family center, as we say, shelter. And so it has been a really rough process on my mind. I told you guys I was going to give you an update as to how today went. Nothing progressive, I would say, in the sense where they had any way forward just yet. I was still just told that they're working on things. Based on the fact that I have children, my case is priority, and so it takes a lot for them to decide exactly what happens next. So just going through today and having to run to the apartment, having to come back to the hotel, pick up the kids from school, then I have to figure dinner out. It has been a lot on my mind, and I must say that today was my first recording day having a meltdown where I just felt like I needed complete silence. I needed to just distance myself from everything and everyone and just be silent. And in moments like these is when I find that motherhood becomes very, very hard. So I was not even going to turn the camera back on tonight, but God said to me, no, it is very important that while you highlight everything that has been happening, which has been all good, and even though nothing bad happened, you did not hear any bad news, it's still okay for you to document how you're feeling because you're human, and it's only right for you to also express these feelings because this is not just a high smooth ride sailing thing for you. Your emotions do count. This fact that I am feeling scared as to if I will be able to stay in my community that I've been in for the last 5 years, or the fact that my children go to school here, it has been a lot. As I said, I have no problem whatsoever moving from this specific apartment because I'm just tired and over it, but I also have a list of criterias that I have built for myself based on the negative experiences that I've had being in that apartment. And so I'm just overly worried. I've heard so many horror stories about people who were displaced from their home and they had to go into any form of temporary housing or something like that. And even though the hotel is still considered temporary housing, it is very much more like what I'm used to at home. I can go in and come out as I'm pleased. I have my own privacy. I have a view of the city, things that I would imagine every single day in my mind. I'm experiencing it here right now, so it feels like a level up. I don't have control as to what happens next. I feel as though God has put me in a position where I have to trust him. I have to believe in him. I made my request and I just have to leave it there, and I cannot control how I get to that destination. He's in charge of that, and I feel like I'm really struggling there, because with everybody telling me, oh, this is for your good, I'm asking them, yeah, but how? So that has made this evening really hard for me when I was not able to get any final word as to what happens next, because tomorrow is supposed to be my checkout date from the hotel, and so not knowing the night before where I'm going or what's gonna happen or if I'm staying longer, it is messing with my brain. And I must be very honest with you guys, it is scary, and I'm being very vulnerable with you guys as I'm sharing the highlights. I also want to share with you how I'm feeling inside, even though the physical circumstance is still positive. So it's even more great that I mentioned to you guys that I wanted to do a little self-care night tonight. It makes all sense, because in moments like these when I feel like I'm losing it, I deserve a moment of self-care. So having you guys as a support system to release my inner thoughts really do help me. I have myself here a whole ton load. Let me put it to this side. I don't know if you guys can even see it. I'm sitting on the floor, and this is the height of the dirty clothes, and this is not even it only. I have 2 more bags right here beside me that is filled with dirty clothes that I have to, no matter what the circumstance is tomorrow, I have to take them to the laundry. And something too that is also helping me to feel a lot better is my river view. Even though it's dark, I am still able to see the imagery of the river and just watching the skyline. Such a peaceful scenery. This is just reminding me that everything is okay. God is answering my prayers, and he's actively doing everything that I have prayed for and even more. And so I just need to relax and take it easy. Let me show this to you guys. This is what we had for dinner. It is from Target. I have had this numerous times, even when we were at the apartment. It is so good. It was for $10, I believe. Not overly expensive. So this is what the children and I grabbed today. Dirty clothes are out the way. We're going to go take ourselves a good warm shower. You guys know that's my remedy for calming my head down when I'm not in best of mood. And we're going to have ourselves a little late night snack and understand that it's okay to feel my feelings, but it's also okay for me to understand that God is in charge and I need not to worry about anything that's happening. Everything is going according to God's plan, and I just need to release control.
Ran through the days in the sun's warm sway. But somewhere along the road I felt the shift. The days turned happy like an unseen rift. The girl that I was began to fade, and in her place a new self was made. I'm in between, I'm not quite over. feel the pull of who I should be, caught between the past and what I can't see. The weight of the change rests on my chest. Questions that made no sense.